is like that in this part of the universe, but that the Earth has a bigger variety than almost any other planet. I myself, I believe that the reason that this is so is because we collided with another celestial body at one time when we were still molten before the Earth cooled. So this brought a melding, if you will, of crystalline substances, and also a third part was born too. A hybrid crystal came from this impact. And some people believe that this is where the moon came from, even our moon. Also, everything is alive in our world. This planet is threaded with quartz crystal, and there is nothing, including your own blood, that does not have quartz in it. It doesn't matter if it's the Apollo spacecraft or the watch that you wear on your wrist. It's powered and it's working because it has quartz in it. And when you go to the beach or you're in the desert, you're walking on crushed quartz. The planet itself seems to be a crystal, and it is very, very alive. And you can feel the crystalline energy as it's threaded, and you can feel the web around the Earth. The electromagnetic energy that is supported by quartz, they seem to work hand in hand with this kind of intelligence, which is beyond our capacity to understand right now. We had this back in Atlantis, but we don't have it now, but we're getting closer. You can feel the push to understand the crystal kingdom. At one time, crystals powered our planet, and that energy was free and had no residue. But
one thing about the crystals and some certain gemstones, they do hold a lot of energies of other people and their surroundings. So if you buy one, you want to make sure you clean it first, because it's just like a sponge in a way, and it holds on to the energies around it. So you want to make sure that you're not taking on energies of other people or places when you get your crystal, which it could be a great energy, and you don't necessarily know that unless you meditate with a stone.
Michael, can I ask something real quick? I didn't understand what you said about the thing we resist the most. What?
Planes and vehicles that go underwater and vehicles on land were all powered by crystals back in the day. And so it is a real clean energy that has no byproduct. This is a ceramic bowl. Crystals do not like metal. Never ever put crystals in a metal container or a metal bowl. And so when you clean them, you just submerge them. Charlie Rogers gave me this crystal here 19 years ago, and this is what I do with readings, and it has hundreds and hundreds of readings associated with it. So I put it in the water like this. Can you hold that one bowl for me, honey? And this is this is a Morton's McCormick's sea salt grinder, and you just turn it upside down, and shake it like this, and grind a little bit of the sea salt over the crystals, and put them in the water. Take them back out to the kitchen. Just leave them out there overnight. There's no reason to overdo it, but it's just good to do it from time to time, and it brings them. Putting them under the water faucet brings them back to life too, and you'll really feel there's something about when the crystals feel that you're taking care of them. They're very much like plants, so that your living space is greatly affected by crystals. And I'm going to turn that over to Melody for a little bit, because Melody can tell us how crystals affect your living space. Melody has the most beautiful crystal collection of all. So if you don't mind, would you share that with us?
Well, my dad used to have one of the first crystal shops in Louisville on Lexington Road, Bechtel Trunk House, and a few things happened. He ended up closing the shop down, but anyway, the house was sold, and the crystals had been kind of dormant and alone for 10, 11 years, and they all came to my house. In a couple of days' time, and I mean, from wall to wall, even they were in our beds at one point. But I brought them all in and cleaned them, and played music. Actually, I don't know if you remember a tape he used to always play there called Crystal Rainbows. I have the same tape, the original. I played that the whole time I was cleaning them, and I had the whole kitchen counter laid out in them, and the house was practically just vibrating. It felt like it was going to just shoot off the block. So there was quite a feeling.
Your dad made this for me.
Really?
Yeah, shortly after he opened up that shop in Lexington.
So you know my dad
It's
too.
been 20 plus years ago, maybe
Yeah.
25 years ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's so funny.
Just the other day.
But our house, we just, when we go home, we walk in the door. We love your house. It just feels so good when you walk in there, and it's like our little heaven on earth. We're so ready.
There's more ways to clean crystals, and you can smudge them with sage. You can put them in the window and let them be in the sunlight for a while. You can, if you're in a real hurry and you have nothing else with you, you can blow on them and declare that your negativity or darkness be gone, darkness be gone, darkness be gone, and then welcome light, welcome light, welcome light. You can hold it in your palm. And this is in your handout, but this is one way to do it very quickly. So you want to always keep your crystals cleared. Now, you can clean, and you should clean all of your gemstones from time to time. But some gemstones are porous. So he's saging the crystal, and this is real effective too.
What do you call it?
This is sage.
Sage and the crystal.
Sage.
Smudging it.
Smudging it.
Smudging it, yeah.
And that's good to sage yourself, or smudge yourself with the sage stick to lift off any negative energies.
And when you keep your crystals smudged, your crystals will in turn smudge your house. Consistently smudge your house. And so crystals also reflect the vibrations in the house.
I have to say, with all the crystals that came to my house, it's very
Smile.
yeah, I'm trying. It's attention. Short fraction 11. Anyway, I'm almost a little bit choosy of who comes in the house anymore because, and it's something I just noticed that I was doing because they do pick up any energies that they're around, and if it's positive energies, of course, it's going to amplify that, and any kind of negative energies, those are amplified. I can feel them pretty intensely, so I'm really almost selective of who crosses the barrier now. Is that good or bad?
Yeah.
That's the exercise that Michael showed you for protection, and it's good to make sure you don't go in there real tired and hungry because all those stones can pull you off center. So eat a bite or take some chocolate in your purse before you go in, or wear a piece of hematite because that's real grounding. So gemstones are very alive, and that's one thing we want to impress upon you. They are just as alive as your plants. But like plants, they need to be cared for because every so often Michael takes all of the crystals and he puts them in the saltwater bath and he cleans them overnight and he polishes them off and he puts them back, and it's an intensive process. But you can feel the difference in the energy in here.
Do you clean them individually or as a group? Put them all in the bowl?
Well, I take the biggest bowl we have, which is a big white popcorn bowl. Is that what it is? And I just fill it halfway, and I spread all the crystals out on the towel in there, and I set them down in as many that will fit in there side by side, and I make sure they're completely immersed, and then I put the salt in over the top of them to let them. Right now is a real a good time to do this because today is the strongest full moon of the whole year. Today, January 10th, the moon is so strong. It's no wonder we decided to have this PlayShop on this particular day. This is there's just no coincidence, no mistakes, and no accidents. January 10th, 2009. Crystals love to be bathed in moonlight, and they love to be charged in moonlight. So tonight, take your favorite crystal and put it on your window sill or set it outside the back door. Crystals are multidimensional, and they encourage you to explore your multidimensionality also. And you'll feel that being around them. They also have stories to tell, and you'll hear voices, and you'll see things, and it's very Steven Spielbergish type movie visuals that are within them if you open up. at the mineral kingdom. The most important thing that the mineral kingdom has to imply through a play shop like this is that everything is alive.